Hello everyone, welcome once again to round number 9 of the 44th Chess Olympiad in Chennai, India. And one of the highlights of this round is Praggnanandha's miracle save, winning over Dora Bailey to even the match against Azerbaijan 2-2. It was a roller coaster of a match. At one point, Praggnanandhaa was totally winning, and then he blundered. And it was Vasiv's turn to win, but he had a counter blunder. In the end, it's Bragg who took home the win to save his team. And with that save, they remain on second place as Uzbekistan won over Armenia. Okay, let's check out this game. Bragg was white at d4. Dora Bailey played knight f6. Both players I have played. I played Bragg sometime about 4 years ago in Sharjah Masters. Oh no, sorry, what is it? Abu Dhabi Masters. I had a draw with Bragg, and for Vasif, I played him in Aeroflot in 2011. It was 11 years ago in Moscow. I was lucky to win that game. It's good to see them play, yeah. Gives us an itch. Played Olympiad as well. But anyways, past is in the past, yeah. It's all in the past. So c4, e6, knight f3, b6. Okay, we have the Queen's Indian. g3, bishop a6, b3. Bishop b4, bishop d2. White has the Catalan approach. Takes a d2, into d2. c6, bishop into g2, d5 castles. All right. Here, black went for knight b7. Now, is this a free pawn? If black captures the pawn on c4, white has knight e5, threatening c6, and threatening also c4. Now, if you continue your capture on b3, knight takes c6 wins. Yeah, because after takes, then I have a double attack on your king and the rook on a8. So black played knight b7 to prevent knight e5. Rook c1. Okay, Bragg protects that pawn c4. Castles a4. Bishop b7, knight into c3. Rook to b8, knight e1. c5 takes, knight c5. Okay, knight is attacking b3, threatens queen. The two rooks. Only move for white, rook b1 to protect b3. He takes d5. Okay, we have an IQP, an isolated twin pawn on d5. Knight f3. Knight e6, queen d1. Knight e4, knight b5. Okay, threatening knight e4. Right, blocking that square. That will be a long-term weakness on d5 after knight b d4. Queen f6, rook c2. Nice move. Keeping an eye on f2. Alright, and now you're threatening e3 to protect f2. a5, e3. Rook c8, rook c1. Okay, so instead of knight b, you can use knight f. Protects b3. Rook on c2 protects f2. Okay, g6, queen f3. Offering the exchange of queens. Black didn't want. And back to e7, bishop f1. Knight g5, queen g1. Queen g4. Knight e4 back, queen f4. Trade on f4. Earlier it was f3. Black still doesn't want to trade. It was queen e7, h4. And now h5. Takes. Right, now white threatens knight c6. The rook went to e8. Rook b1. Okay. Isolated pawn. Target. Queen to d7. Protecting the d5 pawn. Bishop g2. f5, consolidating the e4 square. Queen f3, rook to b2, king into h8, b4, getting rid of the double pawn. Takes. Knight into c3, knight 3 e4, gaining time, and the other knight to e4. Okay, rook c2 to b3, attacking the knight on c3 with 2 rooks. Check, bishop f1. Okay, you don't want your king to go h2 because that's going to be a target. Now black has g4, queen has nowhere to go. Okay, you have queen f4 and now queen e8. Protects e5, also attacks h5. So only move was bishop f1. Knight into a4, rook d3, rook e1, rook into a3, knight ac5. I don't like rook e1 here. It's better knight c5 so that the rook cannot go a3, right? At least you have that control of that a file, yes. Okay, rook e1, f4, break, g4, only move for the queen, yeah, only square each one. White is actually winning now, but it's a very complicated game, and sometimes it's hard to assess a position like this. Knight into e6, rook e8, mistake. Okay, white could just simply capture that knight. Takes on e6, and then nail g7. Now you also threaten some queen h5 and rook a8. If the queen, let's say, protects the h5 square, you can use h4. And black has nothing. We are protecting d2, so no knight d2. And rook a8 is coming, by the way. But Pragg went rook a8 instantly. Black has this exchange sacrifice with knight d4. Oh, now 2 strong knights. Rook takes f8, king g7. Open back to a8, knight f3. A mistake. Okay, king has to go kh6 here to be safe. Yeah. But knight f3, king g2. White is still winning, although again, the position is very, very hard to assess. Both kings are not safe, by the way. White also threatens rook a7. King h6, moving out of danger. Rook into c2, another mistake. Just rook a7, yes. If queen to f5, for example, here rook b8, threatening rook b6. But rook c2 was played by Pragg. Okay, understandably, he wants to go for rook c6, which is also fine. Queen e7 to protect that line with a knight. Rook a3, offering the rook. Why? Okay, here white to rook g8, but he went to a3. Okay, distracting the queen. He wants to take that knight. At least, I don't know, but the queen has no square on h1. Knight is limiting the queen on h4, h2. That's the problem. So takes. King g7. Now it's actually black winning. My god, what a game. White on top. Turning the tables. Here black on top. Rook takes b6. h6 is actually good. Rook g6 check. And here black played probably the last mistake. Wrong king move. Okay, he wants to protect the pawn. Yeah, moving out of danger in a7, but it's not the right square. The correct square was f7. Now let's take a look at rook takes g4. We have knight d2 pinned on the bishop, and also queen f3 coming. How can Pragg protect? Okay, he can only go king h3. Let's go knight e4 because this is a threat. This was probably Black's worry that he doesn't want his king to be there. Yeah, but he can go back to knight e4 here. Now threatens f2. Okay, now let's say I'll go back king g2 and now queen b2. Okay, let's protect queen to b1. On knight d2 once again. No more threat on d5. And this is game over because this is our threat on the board. But instead, with king h7, Pragg had rook takes g4. The knight d2 doesn't work anymore because of bishop d3 discovered check to the king. Queen can take the rook. If we capture the bishop, queen takes e1, queen f3, no mate. It's king g1. It doesn't matter if you take that rook, this d2, we simplify. I have that pass pawn. Pass pawn. Black played d4, rook g6. Queen to e7. He wants to go for queen e4 here, but Pragg has bishop d3 first. Amazing move. Is it a free queen? No, I have a counter discovered check to your queen, plus a double attack on the knight and the rook. So here, after bishop d3, Black went for queen to a3 to take that bishop. Rook check. Simplify. Takes how many pawns? White has 5 against 2. Queen e4. King g8. Queen g6. Black resign. Okay, if you go king f8, I will take on a6. Where is your king going? Whether you go e7, or e8, I can take the pawn. You go e8, I have queen h8, yes. Where are you going? e7, anywhere? I can even exchange. Or I can also simply take 4 pawns, by the way. Oh, what a game and what a save by Praggnanandhaa. Okay, it is both understandable for the players. In a complicated game, it's anybody's game. Anyone can make a mistake. The position wasn't simple. There were room for errors, yeah. And unfortunately for Black, he made that last mistake. In this position, in this kind of games, the one who makes the last mistake, of course, loses. And this is very important for Team India. Tomorrow, they will be playing another young team, the new leader, Uzbekistan, for the lead. Penultimate round, 2 young teams in the penultimate round leading the chess Olympiad. What a show, yes, for this young fans. So tomorrow, it's all for the marbles. You've got nothing to hide. Yeah. Everything you have prepared, show it tomorrow. Yes. We're expecting the same, maybe same lineup for both teams. And the most exciting match, or the most exciting game, probably will be on board 1 between Gukesh and Abdusatorov. Right, both playing extremely well in this tournament, especially Gukesh, who had just ended his run of 8 wins. His manager drew today against him. So that was it. It's Uzbek against Team India 2 tomorrow in the penultimate round of the Chennai Olympiad. Thank you guys for supporting our channel, Charles Mass Chess and Charles Mass Entertainment on Facebook and YouTube. This is Coach Oliver. Stay safe, everyone.